for mobile games. And the toys themselves look like the characters inside your favorite mobile games. And I'm going to go ahead and just start with the demo here. This is how it works. This is the partner that we have. It's a plush toy with a game called Tiny Play. And as you can see, I'm actually controlling the game with the toy itself. So move up and down and backwards and forwards. And we're creating a whole new play dynamic here by creating these toys. And you can see it's a really active, engaging, way to play this game. I'm going to actually go ahead and set this out for a second here. And the way this works is actually we work with developers, and they integrate our SDK. Oops. Let's turn this off. And we make a sensor that has a Bluetooth low energy connection, wireless connection, along with an accelerometer in it. And that goes into the toy itself through a little Velcro in the bottom like this. And right now we've got this working with iOS, with iPad and iPhone, and Android's coming really soon. Well, what's kind of cool here is that with a simple little HDMI connection, we've actually extended the gameplay from your mobile game all the way up to the television. And I think it's really interesting to see where the ecosystem might be going here in the next year or two, too, with Apple Television or Google TV coming out, with the apps running on the television itself, and a wireless Bluetooth connection there as well. All right, so Christmas time is coming up, right? And as I look around the room, I imagine a lot of you guys have kids, or have nieces or nephews, or know of kids. And that's why I wanted to introduce you to Johnny here. And Johnny is asking for some different types of Christmas presents from Santa Claus. And he's asking for things like virtual currency and virtual goods. And some mom and dads are kind of scratching their heads like, what are we going to put under the Christmas tree this year? And so the answer to that question is where ZowPow comes in. We're enabling developers with a platform to extend their franchise into actual physical goods. So not only is it actually the gameplay that we're bringing about the world, but it's actually a platform, an SDK, for them to sell plush toys and game controllers and accessories, right in the same way that they sell virtual products. So the way this works is they integrate our SDK into their app. We take care of all the details. We take care of helping them design their toys, the manufacturing with our partner in China, as well as all the fulfillment and shipping. It's all seamless with our SDK. So with that, I also want to show you some really cool things that we've got going here as well. Hopefully we've got time for this. So in addition to that type of gameplay where I showed you with the accelerometer, we're also working on adding some gyroscopic support as well. So this isn't just about, So this isn't just about plush toys, but this could be about swords and extending into baseball bats and all kinds of different things. See if this connects here in time. And what I'm going to demonstrate with this little device here in a second, if it connects properly, is actually the fact that we can get pitch on roll in 3 different directions. And it may or may not connect with the Bluetooth going at the same time. But some of the other things that we're working on are RFID technology as well. In a very low cost way, we can accessorize the plush toy with all kinds of different things. It might be a hat, it could be turboprops for this type of thing. And that enables game developers to use the same mechanics that they're using for virtual goods to also add it into physical ones as well. So this is where we really see that we can extend developers' creativity in so many different directions. Thank you.
We've obviously seen some success with Activision and Skylanders. Disney's Infinity released here. Anki's come out more recently on the racing car side. Complexity here in that you're not just trying to get on the App Store and rank up on the charts, you must sell a physical retail product as well. How do you envision that landscape, and how do you take care of that or address that market?
Sure. And actually, I think that's an area where we can be really disruptive. I think that the very first thing we want to do is enable developers with that SDK to use the same game mechanics that they're using to sell virtual goods, but be able to extend that model into selling physical ones as well. And we can do that through the app, online, and then also through retail eventually. And that's just getting started. You pointed out the examples of Activision, Skylanders, and Disney Infinity. And I think that's demonstrating that people that may not have purchased virtual goods before are finding the idea of purchasing things that relate to the apps they know their kids love is something that's also very compelling for customers and developers to extend their revenue opportunities.
Will you take care of the e-commerce aspect of things for your clients?
Yeah, absolutely. That's built into the SDK itself. And that's where we really get excited about the accessories. Because if we can bring the plush toy to market first in a way that we can see recurring revenue with all different types of accessories and casts, turbo props, and things that are built right into the app, that's where we can see the model extending into the future.
And are you charging a flat fee, or are you taking a cut?
Well, we would be taking, it would be a revenue share off the purchase of each one, exactly.
How do you envision these things being promoted? Are they in-game promotions? Is there separate merchandising? Is there?
Yeah, absolutely. And just like, one of the experiences I had in my previous company is getting distribution so hard, right? And that's why working with developers that, in one sense, could have a lot of distribution already, and then we ride on their coattails. Another way of looking at it too is once we're established, we can help bring customers to them by creating a discovery platform too, from one game to the next. And especially for parents or people buying these toys, if they see their kid playing the app, they're going to know that their kids are really interested in buying in the toy itself.
Let's say, of course, this is going to be wildly successful. It's going to be out there in big numbers. Then other companies will, of course, imitate you, go after you, and you become an accessory provider, which usually tends to be a commodity or marginalized business. How are you going to defend against being marginalized because your vision was proven correct?
That'd be great. We'd love that in that situation. And we're doing three things. The first thing is we file some really cool IP. We know the IP is one thing. We figured out how to do it with very low cost. Secondly, though, is the relationships that we're building with these developers, that bringing this out there and having that relationship with them, we're taking out all the things they really don't want to do. And then thirdly, we want to create brand. We want to create the ZowPow set of toys that eventually in Toys R Us, there'll be a shelf there and parents will know that those are recognizable. So yeah, we understand that, as a one-off, that could be a risk point. But if we can build that brand, build those relationships, those are lasting.
We look forward to parents cursing you out because they get asked for ZowPow toys.
Great. Thanks. Thank you very much.